What's up, Team Jellyfish? All right, here we go. So we're going to do a little quick overview. Circle of Fifths, Music Theory Monday, number 11. Crazy, we're in the key of B flat major. You see me kind of highlighting it here. And we are going to move to the key of F next week, which is a perfect interval of a fifth. B flat to F is a fifth. The distance between two notes is called an interval, all right? So up here in the top right, we have the key of B flat. I want you to burn in your brain, there's two flats, B flat and E flat. You need to memorize the order of the flats, the sharps. You need to know which keys have that. And then you can go teach yourself any instrument. This is what it's all about. The reason I'm doing this is knowledge is power, all right? Ionian, fancy modal name for major. You guys have heard it. After we get through F, we're going to start branching off into all the modes, and you're really going to have a lot of aha moments. Okay, on the inside of the wheel where I'm circling this G on the left side in B flat, that is the relative minor. At the very least today, I want you to take away B flat, the relative minor is G, okay? So we went around the wheel, circle of fifths, moving around. So obviously B flat to F is a perfect fifth interval. In the middle of the wheel, I just gave you another little piece of information. The one chord is B flat. The 5 chord would be F. B flat to F is a perfect fifth. Boom. All right. So you can't consume the circle of fifths in like one day. It actually takes years, but we can speed up the process by doing stuff like this. And in the end, we want to make music. All right. Page 2 here. Check this out. I've been doing this for quite a few of these the last few weeks. I wrote out every single chord. Obviously, these are just notes, but I'm going to show you all the chords in the bottom left. The chords correspond to the notes in the key. So the 1 chord is B flat. That's why it's black. The 2 chord, you see the lowercase Roman numeral 2. That's minor, C minor. Your 3 chord will be D minor. Your 4 chord will be E flat. Your 5 chord will be F, right? And they're black because the 1, 4, and 5 are major. Here's your relative minor right there, the 6 chord, all right? G. So B flat, G minor have all the same notes, all right? A half diminished minor 7 flat 5, funky chord, but you'll find some use for it. And get creative, all right? At the top, just for funsies, I did draw out the formula for a major scale, although I probably should have drawn, it goes another half step, and then you end up back on the 8, which is the root. If you're confused, don't worry, that's why we're doing this. Now, let me show you the thing I've been showing every week. This is so cool. Write out any major scale, right? Write out every note in the scale. And you can build every triad all the way up to the minor 7 flat 5 using this little trick. And it's not even a trick, it's just basic. Watch. B flat, you see here on the bottom left, the 1 chord is B flat, D, F. And if you're confused, drop comments. Someone in our community will help you. I'll help you. We're going to get this stuff figured out. And we're all different. It's all going to connect differently for us. But watch, B flat, then you just skip the next note. So then you have D. So B flat, D, and then skip the next note. F, and boom, you just made a B flat major triad or B flat major chord, B flat, D, F. See that? Let's just do a couple more. Let's do the 2 chord, minor 2. Start on C, skip the D, you would use the E flat, skip the F, and you use the G. So C minor is C, E flat, G. So you see how you're right away teaching yourself how to memorize the notes and the triads or the chords. And then I'm going to show you in the next 2 pages how to connect it to the fretboard. And then I'm going to hop on the guitar, do a quick video. But I want you to practice. See if you can write out all these triads from the scale just by doing what I have here. Just take this page, which is linked in the description. All 4 of these pages will be. And use them to start practicing. You've got to put in the work. Every time I tell you guys this, you're not going to learn this stuff by just looking at it here and there and like, oh, I think I'm going to, you have to just write it down. You'd be surprised at what you can commit to memory. You guys know, you write it down. What's that rule? So many times and you're going to remember it forever. All right. So practice building all these chords. Okay. And I want you to be aware of what notes are in there. All right. So let's go over to the B flat major scale. I have 2 of them for you. All right. So this one is super cool. I wrote it out in 2 positions. All right. The fret markers are down below. Obviously, these 2 markers here, these 2 dots would be the 12th fret, but you see B flat starts, the root starts on the low E on the 6th fret. Now, let me kind of explain. The first position is inside of the yellow highlighted boxy area, okay? So just run it. It goes B flat, C, D, E flat, F, G, A half diminished, right? And then B flat. So we ran the whole octave from B flat to B flat, okay? Now, here's another great one, okay? Same thing. Obviously, they're sharing some spots because the two positions are overlapping. So the next one is right inside this green rectangle. And this one moves primarily up on the E and A string. It just goes right up. B flat, C, D, then you go to the A string, you can hit E flat, F, G, then you go to the G string and finish off with A and B flat, right? So what's kind of cool is you could just run the chords right up the neck on the E and A string, at least the first 6 chords, and then, you know, create a little chord progression. So that's going to kind of be your homework. All right, I'll play these in the closing here in just a minute. All right, now again, if you're confused, drop a comment, hit that like button, please share this. Let's help as many people as we possibly can, and we will be crushing it. All right, here we go. Here's the other B flat major scale. Now this one I thought would be really cool because it uses the open strings to play the D and G in the scale on the D and G string. So again, B flat right here on the A string on the very first fret, and then you play C. Then when you go down to the D string, you got to hit the open D, hit the E flat and the F, and then you hit the open G and get the A and then the B flat. Okay, so a lot of us neglect using open strings, so this is just a great way to use this scale in a lower register, all right? So what I'll do is I'll hop on, I'm going to show you these two overlapping positions. I'm going to show you this B flat major scale using a couple of open strings, and then I'm going to show you a couple of chord progressions that I'd make up. And then what I want you to do is create a 2 to 3 chord progression. Just start on B flat. Let's just all start with the root. Then I want you to drop it in the comments. What did you write? And then kind of tell us, like, well, I played a B flat 5 chord. I started on the A string on the first fret, and then I moved up to the minor 6, the G, but I played that all the way up on the 10th fret because that's where the G is. So things like that. And I'm going to, you know, I'll pin that in the comments to remind you guys, but I really want to see what you can come up with. The whole reason I started this channel is so we can share and help each other get better. All right, so again, that's what I tell you, to like this video, to help share it out with as many people as possible. If you're new, hit that subscribe button. And I flapjacked enough. Now let me hop over the guitar, grab these charts, and then let's get going. Really fast, check out my new desk I got at Home Depot. One of those Huskies. Who needs this in the garage? It's a great pedal board holder. All right, so here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna create a chord progression from this key. You're gonna get the charts. You're gonna build the triads like I showed you. I'm gonna do a 1, B flat to minor 6, G, okay? Tell us where you played it. So in this case, I played it with the root note on the E, right? B flat on the 6th fret, that bar chord. Then I did the A minor shape bar chord on the 10th fret for the G, okay? Then run the scales, say the note names, B flat, C, D, E flat, F, G, A, back to B flat. Here's that other one that lives inside it, and I highlighted it for you all fancy, okay? Maybe go back and forth between those two positions and get that fluid, right? Get it flowing, get a rhythm going. Now do this one down here that uses the open string. So it goes first fret, right? That B flat, C, open D, okay? Then E flat, F, open G, A, and then back to B flat. Okay. So watch this. Here's something you can do that's musical. And you know what? On page 2, I want you to take the 1 chord, B flat, D, and F, and then see if you can go to a piano, or just look one up and find B flat, D, and F, and I want you to visualize, if you don't have a piano, how to actually play that chord. You now know how to play a B flat triad on any instrument, but that's how you can teach yourself other instruments. Okay, watch. Let's do the 1 to the 6, and then we'll get you out of here. Hit like, share, subscribe. You guys know the drill. And then we'll do some octaves out of the scales I showed you that are in the charts that you're going to download it right now, or in just a minute. Here we go. 1 chord, 2 to the 6th chord. Hey, maybe you do triads. Okay, Okay, that's it. You guys got this. So we've got one more key to do. We've got the key of F, 1 flat, B flat, then we've gone around the whole wheel. And if you haven't watched the other ones, you're gonna check out the playlist linked here in just a minute. You're gonna check out the triad playlist where I do all 24 major minor triads and all 4 string sets. I made all the charts for you. And then you're playing, like I like to say, with skyrocket. All right, so drop me comments, let us know how you do. Don't forget to put your chord progression in there and put as much detail in there as you can, maybe we can all try it and help each other out. All right? Drop Jellyfish, your favorite sea creature, in the comments. Keep going, never stop. See you in the next video. Peace.